What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have the NG Models June 2023 releases for you guys. I'm eager to see what NG has for the June 2023 set to start off the summer season for NG for 2023. And overall, I'm really excited to see what NG has in store for us. Personally, I'm not gonna get anything right now as a recent because I'm gonna have to save up for Airliners International 2023 that I'm gonna be soon talking about later this month. And yeah, I'm overall excited to see what they have. Probably I would start ordering these models from this release set somewhere around, I'm guessing like after Airliners, or probably like after my summer trip that I'm gonna be having soon, but yeah. But other than that, I'm just really excited to see what NG has for June. So, as for like the hints, I predicted some Qatars are gonna be there, Uniteds most likely. I think I've seen like a tail. I've seen like an American tail when I look at Instagram. Sorry, I kind of like that's got like a little bit of a spoiler, so it might be an American. There might be American right there, or maybe United. Like maybe one American, one United. I'm not sure, but hopefully we could get some Uniteds and maybe some Air France's too, and Turkish Airlines. As well for like the Airbuses, some like Asia stuff like China, Indonesia, and some Europe, which is interesting. And a couple of retro models, which should be interesting. So, not much of a big set for NG this month because like, of course they have like all these backlog from the previous months, and they gotta like take care of that. So they decided to like release a smaller release set for this month. So that's a good thing. But yeah, so I'm eager to see what's gonna be for June. And yeah, let's go over the... Oh yeah, I do want to mention that there's no Boeing 737s this month, which is interesting because NG would typically start with the Boeing 737s first, but since they're like having a short month, I guess they're gonna skip the Boeing 737s for now. So as you can see, here's like what NG's May releases look like as a recent. A lot of delayed models. There's like 4 delays on like this Shono Aviation and 3 Starlines planes. There are a couple of models available like the British Airways 777-300ER in the Fantasy Retro livery and the Landor livery. So let me just like pull that up. So this is what it looks like. Overall, I think it looks very nice. The 777-300ER, like the engine, yeah, it has Rolls-Royce engines, which is quite interesting for NG to like do because like the Rolls-Royce Trent 800s, yeah, they're the Trent 800s. They mainly operate for like 777-200ERs and mainly the 777-300s. But quite interesting to have these Rolls-Royce engines on a 300ER because mainly the 300ERs are GE90s. The Spirit A321neo is delayed unfortunately, and here is the A321neo from Air Transit in the Pride livery if I can pull it up. And yeah, quite interesting, quite like a controversial livery, but all I can say is like, for like, yeah, this month is Pride month of course, so that's the reason why NG decided to release this. But for those who are... I mean, no matter who you are, everyone is welcome. So that's kind of like my short summary right there. But overall, I think the livery looks nice, and NG did a wonderful job on the printing on this livery. Oops, kind of like did not meant to like. Okay, so alright, so some models are available. Actually, the Pride livery is already sold out, which is quite interesting. Anything else available? They got the Air China wait, no, that's not Air China. The Shenzhen Airlines A330s are available. The Starlux A350-900 is delayed. And yeah, a lot of delayed, well, there's a lot of available models, but then we have like another batch of delayed models as well. So quite interesting right there for May. And yeah, of course I've been talking for 3 minutes, but now let's move on to like the, oh wait, these like May? Okay, these are 1-200 models. So these are the 1-200s. Overall, most of them are available, while some of them are delayed. But yeah, so that's kind of like the short thing for like short summary of like the May releases. Now, as I've been talking to you for 4 minutes already, let's scroll down to the not May. Let's go down to the June 2023 releases for NG models. So as we scroll down, there we go. Alright, so I'm eager to see on what NG has for this month, like I said, to start off the summer season for 2023. And overall, I'm hoping it's a good month, and yeah, I can't wait to see these beautiful models in person. Alright, so let's get started with the Boeing 777s, and of course, just see what they are. Alright, so let's get started with our Boeing 777s this time. We're skipping on the 737s, now we're moving on to the Boeing 777s. Alright, so let's see what we have first. Here we go. Alright, so let's see what we have first. And we should first have is... This is... Oh wait, are we starting... Oh, I think this is the... But this is a Buchanan models. This is an American Transair Lockheed L1011 TriStar. And like, this is like the basic TWA dual stripes livery. Or is it twin stripes? Ooh, this is like a hybrid livery between like a TWA livery and an American Transair livery. So quite interesting right there. So like I said, it's from Buchanan models. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm pronouncing this wrong. But I look at it and it says Buchanan models. Yeah. Or is it like Buchanan models? I'm not sure. But either way, we do have this L1011 hybrid livery from TWA and American Transair. And overall, it should be a very interesting retro model to say the least. So the registration of this model is November 31022. So quite interesting start right there for the June releases. Alright, next up, let's see what we have. And here we go, we have a British Airways 757-200 in the Lease in Air 2000 scheme. This is another Buchanan model. So I think this is like another hybrid livery. What's that? In Air 2000? Is that like an airline, Air 2000? I never heard about Air 2000, but it's like a very old airline. But overall, this is a very interesting hybrid. You got like these liveries, like the sheet lines, and like it leads all the way to the tail. And yeah, then you got the British Airways tiles right there. So overall, a very interesting aircraft to say the least. The registration of this aircraft is Golf Oscar 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 Bravo. Quite an interesting registration to say the least. But yeah, I think these are the only two Buchanan models that are in this release set, so quite very interesting. Alright, so here we go. I think now we move on to the actual releases. So let's see what we have first. We should first have a China Southern 777F. Wait, I think they... Hang on. I think they did something like that already last month. I'm not sure what month it was. I think it was from April, I think. So I think they're now deciding to like release this on an actual release. So hopefully this model is available on that release set. So yeah, here's the China Southern Cargo 777F. And the registration of this aircraft is Bravo 20 Echo November. So quite an interesting, like, they put this in the last minute because like I think that model is delayed. So they decided to release it in June. So hopefully that is available to collectors. So starting off with the June releases with the China Southern 777F. Right, next up on our list we should have is a Qatar 777-200LR in the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022 sticker. So yeah, there it is. So this is what it looks like right there. I did see like a Qatar 777-200LR in this sticker, but that's on a different registration. So quite interesting right there. Personally, I don't want to like get this because one, the FIFA World Cup is already over, and two, Qatar might be repainting these planes to like remove the sticker later in the future. So here's the Qatar 777-200LR, and hopefully we can get a regular this time, like a regular livery aircraft. So here it is right there. The registration of that aircraft is Alpha 7 Bravo Bravo Echo. And I think I've seen Bravo Bravo Echo already. I think it was back in Seattle 2021, I think. I might have seen this aircraft, I think. I might pull up a picture if I did, but if I did not, then it'll just remain the screen. But if it does have a picture, then there it is. That's the picture I took. And yeah, quite interesting aircraft registration. So yeah, that's the Qatar 777-200LR, and hopefully we can get a regular livery. Let's see. We should have, there we go! Now we have the Qatar 777-200LR in the regular livery. Just what I wanted right there. So here it is right there. I think I might be getting this Qatar 777-200LR because I've seen one already. And overall, it should be a very interesting model to add to my collection. So, the Qatar 777-200LR, excuse me, Qatar 777-200LR is in my list. And yeah, it should be a hot seller to say the least. So the registration of that aircraft is Alpha 7 Bravo Bravo Golf. So nice that they're having the 777-200LR in the regular livery. Alright, so scrolling on downwards, let's see what we have next. Next up we should have is an Air India 777-200LR in the revised new colors. I think this, oh, I see what this is. So this is like one of Delta's like, so this Air India 777-200LR, that's actually a former Delta Airlines plane. So when Delta retired their 777-200LRs back in 2020, Air India acquired some of these planes and have them in this livery. So quite interesting. It's very different compared to like the actual color, because like the previous livery had like a tannish color, this one has a white. So this is, like I said, former Delta Airlines 777. So yeah, quite interesting. They released this, so very cool. The registration of this aircraft is Victor Tango Alpha Echo Golf. So, okay, so now we move on to like the 777s, the November registered 777s this time. So we should get something interesting. Alright, so now as we scroll on downwards, let's see what our American 777s are. The American registered 777s is what I mean. And let's see what we have first. We have a Euro Atlantic Airways 777-200LR. Quite interesting. And I don't think I've not been. Wait, is that like a Charlie Sierra? Yeah, that is a Charlie Sierra registration. It doesn't show like any actual hints, but so yeah, this is quite interesting because like they just slapped this in on like the last minute. So quite interesting. I don't think I never heard of Euro Atlantic Airlines, but there are a very interesting airline to say the least, and I think this is an airline from Portugal, from what I can tell. So the registration of that aircraft is Charlie Sierra Tango Foxtrot Mike. So quite interesting, they released a Euro Atlantic Airways in this release set. Very cool. Alright, so now moving on downwards, I think we should go into our November registered airplanes for the Boeing 777. Alright, so let's see what we have first. We should have is another Euro Atlantic Airways. Interesting. And this is in the 30th anniversary livery. Well, correct. Yeah, it's in the 30th anniversary sticker. So here it is right there. This is a Euro Atlantic 777. Quite interesting. Kind of like the same livery, but they just added like the sticker to celebrate the 30 years of this airline. So quite interesting retro airline, since I don't think Euro Atlantic Airways operates anymore. So very cool right there. Registration of that aircraft is Charlie Sierra Tango Sierra Mike. Tango Sierra X-ray, I mean, sorry. So let me reread the registration again. The registration is Charlie Sierra, Charlie Sierra Tango Sierra X-ray. It's kind of like hard to like read these registrations from like airlines that are outside the US. So quite interesting right there. Alright, hopefully we can move on to our registered US airlines. Alright, so let's see what we have first. We should have is American. Oh, here we go. Here we go, boys. This should be a hot seller right here. We have an American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the bare metal livery. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. This is gonna be a hot seller right here. American Airlines 777-200 in the chrome livery. That I might try to get because like the American Airlines chrome livery is so iconic. And funny enough, I think it was like early 2023, American Airlines hinted like they're gonna be repainting an American 777 in the chrome livery. So they decided to like send that 777 to like a paint hanger. So like we were speculating like an American 777 chrome retro livery, but when the plane left the shop, unfortunately it was not in the chrome retro livery. So it was kind of like a funny meme we had back then. Yeah, very interesting to say the least. But how about this? American Airlines 777-200ER chrome livery. I'm gonna be getting that because that is such an iconic livery right there. Wow, very interesting right there. It should be a very great retro model to say the least. So the registration of that aircraft is November 795 Alpha November. So really cool right there. Wow, very cool. Alright, so moving on downwards, I think we should have a special sticker now for the American 777. And we do, and this is one. No, nice. This is in the One World livery this time. It's our sister ship. So as you can see, as she pulls up, wow, take a look at that. Very cool right there. Just fantastic. Wow, very nice. So yeah, American Chrome 777s, they have been made by NG, and really excited to might get this one day. Well, not the One World. I meant for like the Chrome retro livery, like the Chrome bare metal livery is one thing to say, not the retro livery. But yeah, very nice assortment of American 777s right here. And the registration of that aircraft is November 796 Alpha November. So these two models are going to be hot sellers, and I assure you enough, they're gonna be sold out very fast. So I would highly recommend pre-ordering those models as fast as you can. So yeah, very nice models right there, and hopefully I can get them one day. But yeah, we got the American 777s right there. Very nice. Alright, next up we should move on to our Foxtrot registrations. And let's see, so I'm assuming they're Air France planes, so let's see what those are. And we should have is an Air France 777-300ER in the Sky Team livery. Very cool right here. So here's the aircraft right there. So yeah, just a simple livery. They just like painted the aircraft gray, put the Sky Team logos and the Air France logo right there. Overall, I think it's a very nice model, and hopefully we can get like a regular Air France 777-300ER because I would want those in my collection soon. So yeah, here's the Sky Team 777-300ER, Air France, and the registration of this aircraft is Foxtrot Golf Zulu November Tango. So yeah, a very nice assortment of European models right there. Alright, so now we move on downwards. We should move on to some more models from France. Oh, well, no, not France. I think that's their only Foxtrot registration for the 777s. Alright, so moving on downwards, we should have is a Jetstar. Oh, actually, did we skip out on the did we skip out on like the Tango Charlie 777s for some reason? I don't know. But we do have the Jetstar 777. Excuse me. Ooh, I can't talk sometimes. Ooh. Let me get back into focus. Here we go. So anyways, we have the Jetstar Airbus A320-200, and this is in like the smaller title. So what is that? Smaller domain title. So I think this is like an older livery they had. So here it is, Jetstar A320 with the French wingtips and IAE V2500 engines, and it says all day, every day, low fares. So quite interesting, because like NG Models is like beefing up on these like Jetstar planes for the A320. So nice that the Australian collectors are gonna get some varieties of Jetstars. So very nice. And the registration of this aircraft is Victor Hotel, Victor Quebec Hotel. So that's the Jetstar. I think that's their only A320 in this release set. We're also gonna be getting our single A321 in this release set too. Let's see what that model is. And it's a China Southern Airbus A321. I've been like thinking about the 777s because we got some very interesting 777s in there. So we got the China Southern Airbus A321-200 with the IAE engines with Benz wingtips. And yeah, I did predict it in one model. And yeah, very nice that they're having this. Nothing too special to me because like I don't really collect Chinese models unless they're necessary. But yeah, should be nice for like these Chinese collectors if they're gonna make Chinese airports, or some people who are making Chinese airports. So very nice right there. So the registration of this aircraft is Bravo 2282. Alright, so that's the China Southern plane. I think now we should move on to our Airbus A330s. So let's see what our first Airbus A330 is. It is the Qatar Airbus A330-300 in the regular livery. So I did got that prediction correct. So here it is right there. They previously done a FIFA World Cup sticker on the A330-300. Now they're doing it on like the regular livery. So very nice right there. And overall, it should be very fantastic for like the Middle East collectors. So here's the Qatar A330-300 once again. No special titles, no Qatar sticker, FIFA World Cup sticker, or anything like that. So very nice. Registration of this aircraft is Alpha 7 Alpha Echo Echo. Alright, so that's the model right there. Moving on downwards, we should move on to our Indonesian airline for the A330. And what is that? It is... Ooh, actually we're skipping out on a couple models. Oh, I think some of these models are like at the very bottom. Some of these models are like at the very bottom. But we do have a... Oh boy, this is gonna be a tough registration to pronounce. I think this is pronounced as Sichuan Airlines, and this is the Airbus A350-900 in the Panda Route livery. And honestly, this livery is actually cute. Look at this, you got all these cute little pandas right there. If I can count, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pandas. And yeah, this is a very cute livery, and overall, I do like this livery. Seeing them on like Instagram, this livery is very nice. And yeah, not sure if this airline flies to the US or anything, but hey, it's a very nice airline. And yeah, once again, the airline is trying to pronounce these airlines China. I'm kind of like bad at pronouncing these airlines for that are like from China or anything like that are like outside of the US. So once again, this is the Sichuan Airlines, and the registration of this aircraft is Bravo 325 Juliet. So very interesting assortments right there. Next up, I think we should move on to another Airbus A350, and that is the Japan Airlines Airbus A350-1000. And this is their first Airbus A350-1000 for the airline. And overall, it should be very interesting. And yeah, it's been a while since NG has released an Airbus A350-1000. But I might be getting this model at some point. Because I think the A350-1000s are set to replace the 777-300ERs. And SFO does get like Japan Airlines 777-300ERs like during the summer period. So once these 777-300ERs are like out, like retired or anything, I think these might come to San Francisco International Airport in the future. So I might want to get this Japan Airlines Airbus A350-1000. And overall, it should be a very nice airline. And yeah, very cool airline to say the least. It's still in the Airbus factory in Toulouse, and I'm not sure when this aircraft is going to be delivered, but this is kind of like the potential look of what delivery is going to be looking, what the aircraft is going to be looking like once the aircraft is delivered to JAL. So you got like the registration right there, Juliet Alpha 01 Whiskey Juliet, and the current registration right now, the test registration is Foxtrot Whiskey Zulu Foxtrot Whiskey or Mike, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's still in the Airbus factory doing some testing. I don't think it has the engines yet from what I'm seeing on these like Google images. So yeah, should be interesting, and hopefully I can get this one day. Well, I might be getting this soon. But yeah, very nice aircraft to say the least. Alright, so now we move on downwards. We should have our L1011s, and what's that going to be? It's going to be the ANA L1011 TriStar. And I think they did one already. However, I'm not sure if... Yeah, I kind of like... Yeah, I think they did one already. So this is like a re-release of this model. And it's kind of like in the current ANA titles. Well, before the current ANA titles, this was their livery back when they had their L1011s. You have All Nippon Airways right there, the Japanese flag. And I think they should say All Nippon Airways in Japanese. But yeah, it should be a very interesting model for the Japanese retro collectors. And I think this model should look very nice. So the registration of that aircraft is Juliet Alpha 8522. So if you missed out on the previous L1011 release for ANA, now's a chance to get one. Alright, so that's the ANA L1011. Now we move on to our Tupolevs. Alright, so now we move on downwards, and don't really care too much about Russian airlines because like they're just Russian airlines, and yeah. But we should check on what that is, and that's gonna be, I think this is like a Russian Air Force Tu-154B. So how about this? And what is that? Oh, I think this is like a state-owned Tu-154. I think this is for like Russian government officials, or probably most likely the Russian president. But it's mostly for like Russian government officials. So here's the Tupolev Tu-154B operated for the Russian Air Force. And yeah, should be a very interesting aircraft. And I think this model was also delayed. So I'm hoping this model is in this release set too. And hopefully this, well, what I meant to say is like, hopefully this model is available for retailers. And the registration of this aircraft is Romeo Alpha 85565. So yeah, it should be a very interesting model to say the least. And at the very bottom, I think we should have all these like future release backlogs. So let's take a look at those. I think we should have our first model, and what is that going to be? A Turkish Airlines 777-300ER and the UEFA Champions League livery. So here it is right there. This is a future release. This was a future release model right there. So as you can see, you got all these like interesting stuff. I'm not sure what the UEFA Champions League is, but not really quite familiar with that kind of like sport. But soccer, if I were to guess, maybe, because like look at that. That looks like a soccer ball almost. But yeah, very interesting livery, and hopefully we can get a regular livery 777 for Turkish Airlines. So the registration of that aircraft is Tango Charlie Lima Juliet Juliet. Alright, next up, from the future release backlog, we're going to be having the Garuda Indonesia Garuda Indonesia Airbus A330-300 in the 74th anniversary livery, or if I can pronounce this correctly, I think that says Kimbara Angkaza, I think. I think that's how I would pronounce this, but look at this livery. This is actually a very beautiful livery from Garuda Indonesia, and look at all these like detail of the livery. This is like feathers, if I were to guess. Yeah, these are feathers, and you got all this like sea, like the sea area. Wow, this is a very cool livery. This is like one of Garuda Indonesia's favorite liveries, like one of my favorite liveries from Garuda, of course. And I think this livery is celebrating Garuda Indonesia's 74th anniversary, which I think is going to be happening this year. So quite interesting right there. The registration of this aircraft is Papa Kilo Golf Papa Zulu. So yeah, that is a very nice livery right there. Alright, and I think we do have some A350s that were also there from Finnair. And what are those? Actually, we do have another Turkish Airlines Airbus A330-300. This is in that same livery. And yeah, so nothing too special. It's that same livery they have on their Boeing 777, if I can pull it up again. So yeah, it's kind of like the same livery, but now it's on an Airbus A330-300. And yeah, it's a very nice livery to say the least. Not like a spectacular livery, like a stunner livery, but it's just a plain livery that's promoting this like sports team. So the registration of that aircraft is Tango Charlie Juliet November Mike. Yeah, so those are the A330s right there. Next up on our list we should have is... Here we go, now we have the Finnair Airbus A350-900s in the Moomin Finnair 100 livery. Well, Moomin Finnair 100 sticker, and this is jet number 2. This is aircraft number 2. So as you can see, this is a very special livery for Finnair since Finnair is celebrating their 100th anniversary listing. Finnair is celebrating the 100th anniversary this year, so they decided to paint 2 Airbus A350s in this livery, and honestly, this is very cute looking at it. So as you can see, there's the 2 cows right there hugging each other. That's very nice. And it has this text right there. I'm not sure what it says, but hopefully I can try getting this model. So this is a very nice model. I'm not sure what it says, but I will pull up a text on what the text says over here. But under that, this is a very nice livery for Finnair. Not like a full-on special livery or anything, they just applied the sticker, but overall, I think this is a very nice livery to celebrate the airline's 100-year anniversary. So the registration of this aircraft is Oscar Hotel Lima Whiskey Oscar. And soon after that, we're gonna have the aircraft sister ship, which is aircraft number 1. And that is, yep, that's the same livery on the Airbus A350-900. So yeah, this is just the same livery, nothing really too special. So yeah, here's that livery right there, except it's on a different aircraft registration this time. The aircraft registration is Oscar Hotel Lima Whiskey Papa this time. So yeah, these are the 2 A350s in the Moomin livery. Very nice. Alright, so now we scroll on downwards. I think that's it. Yep, I guess actually do have some future releases. But yeah, that is it. So overall, this is a very nice release set from NG Models. Not much on American, but mostly we got some like Europeans. Well, we mostly got like Asia stuff. So this is very interesting to say the least. And overall, very nice models right there. Very nice assortment of models right here. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for like the NG June releases. What I'm going to be getting is the American 777-200ER in the chrome livery. That's one model I might be getting. I'm also going to be getting the 777-200LR from Qatar Airways, so should be nice. Should be another nice model to say the least. I'm also going to be getting the Japan A350-1000. Should be a very nice model. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Or if I can have the chance, hopefully I can get the Finnair A350-900 in the Moomin livery, whether it be Jet 1 or Jet 2. But yeah, these models should be very nice, and hopefully they aren't delayed. So yeah, that is it for like the NG releases. But before I conclude this video, I want to go over the future releases they have. So here's all the future releases. I did not mean to like scroll that fast, but here's all the future releases right here. I already looked into those, and we got some very assortment of future releases right here. Of course, we got some like Chinese models and South American models like Gull and Hainan, but we do have the Alaska Boeing 737-800, excuse me, in the Salmon People livery, or if I can pronounce this correctly, I think it's pronounced this livery. So let me just pull it up. So this is the Salmon People livery, or if I can pronounce the name correctly, I think the livery name is Krakkwani. So this is like the livery that replaced the Salmon 30 Salmon livery. It's on that same aircraft, November 559er Alpha Sierra. And overall, it was a controversial livery, but personally, I think it's a nice livery, but I think the livery could have been done a lot more better. I think the Salmon 30 Salmon is what most people would commonly refer to. But overall, I think this livery is very nice, and overall, like the design of like the fishes right there, particularly the salmons. So yeah, very nice livery right there. Once again, this is the Krakkwani, or the Salmon People livery. So that should be a very nice model. We're also going to be getting the 737 MAX 9 in the, well, MAX 9, MAX 8 in like Virgin Australia. Another model that I'm also excited about is this one right here, the Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8 in the EMUA-1 livery. Man, I'm just very excited for this model right here. I'm just excited on what release set is going to be falling on. I think NG is going to do a very nice job on this model right here, and hopefully they can get all like the colors right, because this is such a colorful livery. And yeah, hopefully they can also get the gradient right as well. So yeah, very nice model right there. Registration of that aircraft is November 8710 Mike. So that's the MAX 8 from EMUA-1 Southwest Airlines. And we're also going to be getting the more to love 737-900ER as well. Registration is November 493 Alpha Sierra. So yeah, it should also look nice. I haven't seen this aircraft yet, but hopefully I can see it soon. And we're also going to be getting the 747-8 in the final, well, this is the final Boeing 747-8, but it's in the it's in the factory product. So this is the aircraft when it was out of the factory at Boeing Field. And yeah, registration of that aircraft is November 863 Golf Tango, which should be a very common livery for some people. And yeah, nice for NG to start off with the final 747. Hopefully they can do like the actual paint scheme of the 747-8, the final 747, where they had the Apex Logistics logo on this side and the Atlas Air on the other side, as well as like the Joe Sutter sticker. So it should be interesting right there. We're also going to be getting a BOAC 747-8 fantasy livery. That should be very interesting to say the least. It should be a very interesting fantasy livery. I might consider getting this because like BOAC is like a very interesting airline to say, like for British or like the UK, and overall it should appear very nicely. We're also going to be getting a couple Aviancas and the Airbus A321neo, or in this case the Airbus A321 XLR. So quite interesting for NG to release this too. So here it is, Airbus A321 XLR. Registration of that aircraft is Foxtrot Whiskey XLR, or X-Ray Lima Romeo. So yeah, this is a very interesting aircraft right there. And yeah, they're also going to be doing another side for this model. But they also got some other A321 XLRs, like they're also going to be having the barcodes or the QR codes, and they're also going to be having with the PW1000. They're also going to be equipped with the Pratt & Whitney engines as well. So yeah, these are all the future releases. Not sure when they're like going to be released. Like I'm not sure if I'm not sure which release set these models are going to be released on. But overall, it should be a very interesting stuff right here. There's like a lot of interesting future release stuff right here. But overall, coming back to like the June releases, I think the June releases for NG models is another good month for them. And yeah, excited to see these models. Well, I'm excited to get these models soon. And overall, I think these models should appear nice. And other than that, this release set is a very nice release set overall, and I'm excited to see what NG has for the near future. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the... I've been talking too much. I haven't even drank water. But anyways, going back to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.